What if I told you that a success routine is singularly the most important key to your success? All success starts with a routine. That is, you must learn to do certain things in a certain way every day that point toward your goal. And you need a routine, what I like to call a success routine, because this is the structure through which consistency, the other key to success, can take place. A success routine actually starts in the way you go to bed. Now, let me explain what I mean by this. You need to be able to go to bed at a certain time each night to be able to wake in the morning at a certain time each morning that will allow you to begin to carry out your success routine in a rhythmical fashion. And rhythm is absolutely positively necessary for you to be able to be successful, because this is the way the universe works. The universe works through cycles, day and night, heartbeat, breathing, the way the traffic flows. If you really open your eyes and observe the entire cosmos and the way the planets revolve around each other in a cyclical pattern, you will realize that the structure of the universe is through cycles and rhythm. To be in sync with the way the universe works, you have to be cyclical and rhythmical in your life as well when it comes to your success. And this cyclical rhythmical structure is carried about through your success routines. For example, you know that you need to get up every morning at 6 a.m. to be able to be in the gym by 7 and to be out by 8. The only way that you can be able to do this is through the contingent consistency of going to bed at a certain time. It is no secret that getting up early is dependent upon how you go to bed at night. Most people say, oh, I just can't get up at 6 a.m. in the morning. Well, the only reason why you would say that you can't get up at 6 a.m. in the morning is the way that you go to bed at night. So the way you go to bed at night is the contingency for you to be able to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning. So your daily routine, your daily success routine starts with how you go to bed at night, how you discipline yourself for the time that you need to go to bed at night. If you know that you need to get up and study, usually I like to say in the morning is when most things happen most productively. At a certain time in the morning, because you have a master's degree that you want to achieve, then you know that you have to be to bed by a certain time, let us say 9:30 p.m. or 10 p.m., to be able to get up by 5:30 or 6 a.m. to carry out a routine, a success routine of studying for an hour. Many times there are going to be distractions from you achieving this goal of a success routine. There may be people that you care about that get in the way of your achieving a success routine. I can remember when I had started my success routine of going to bed by 10 a.m. to be able to get up by 6 a.m. to make it to the gym by 7, and then come back and work on my YouTube recordings by 9:30 or 10. I had a girlfriend who came over, and I said, oh, it's 9:30. I have to get ready to go to bed. And she protested. 9:30? You're going to get ready to go to bed? It's too early. I can't go to bed at this earlier time. You want to be to bed by 10? I usually stay up until about 11 or 12 watching Netflix until I get sleepy. Okay, this can be a problem Because if the people in your life are not in sync with your goals, this is definitely something to consider. Distractions are many times going to be the challenge for you to maintain your success routine. And you will have to control or get rid of the distractions in order to be successful. In the case of the girlfriend, after she had her tantrum about, "You're going to go to bed at 10 p.m.? I'm not going to go to bed at 10 p.m. And you're going to leave me here by myself watching television? That's not right. I didn't come over here for you to leave me and let me watch television on my own. I might as well go." To which I said, "There's the door and you can go if you like to." Looking shocked, she says, "You're asking me to leave?" I said, "I'm asking you to do what you think is necessary in order for me to do what I know that is necessary. You have got to set boundaries." So just to kind of give you an idea what happened in this particular case, she said, "Okay, well, I'm going." She got up, stormed out of the door. I didn't stop her. 10 seconds later, she knocks on the door, opens it up. I have to call inside because I don't have Wi-Fi. I have to call my taxi from inside. I said, "Okay, this is the Wi-Fi you can call." So she calls, hesitates, looks at me, and says, I don't want to fight. Go ahead, go to bed. I'll watch some Netflix, and I'll go and be with you later." Okay, so you have to train the people in your life to respect your boundaries and to respect your success routines. And let's say if you're living alone and you don't have any distractions of people to get in the way of you doing your success routines, many times you have to be careful and observe what are the distractions that are keeping you from carrying out your success routine. Netflix is an awful distraction if you get used to it, such as watching it late at a certain time of night until you can't get to bed early enough. You have to be careful not to let yourself fall into a routine unconscious of doing things that are counteractive to your success routine. Let me say that it will probably take about 30 days to establish a success routine. In the beginning stages, you will have to force yourself. This is what I like to call the discipline stage, to do certain things in a certain way. And in this particular case, I'm talking about getting yourself disciplined to go to bed at a certain time, knowing that you have to get up by a certain time to carry out the sequence of your success routine. In the first 30 days to establish a success routine, I call the discipline stage, such that in the beginning you will have to force yourself, kicking and screaming from the inside, to go to bed at a certain time, let's say 10 a.m. And though the beginning stage I call the discipline phase or the discipline stage, I always like to emphasize that discipline is only a temporary phenomenon in the beginning. That once you establish the routine, after about 2 or 3 weeks, discipline dissipates, and then you go into what I call the automatic pilot phase, which now you feel like going to bed at, say, 10 p.m., and you feel like waking up without an alarm clock at, say, 6 a.m. or 5 a.m., whatever the time that you have designated. So that in the beginning stages, there is resistance. But if you can stay with it, and you will stay with it for, say, 2 or 3 weeks, you will notice that this discipline dissipates and that it becomes a natural part of who you are. So again, a success routine is necessary because it is the structure for consistency to work its magic. And as you know, consistency is the key to all success. And consistency needs this structure and this success routine with which to operate, which becomes stronger and stronger and stronger over time. Consistency and the power and the magic of consistency reveals itself over time through a success routine that you need. So, there you have it. A success routine is the key for you to become successful. Take it very seriously, because without it, you will not be able to reach your goals. This is yours truly, Charles Prosper, your consistency success coach, wishing you as always to remain consistent and to be successful.